What is up, guys? Today we are starting our Division 10 to Elite educational series, where we start a brand new account and teach you everything you need to know gameplay wise on FC24. We do also have our eye tracker on for this series, so you can see every little decision that I am making and why, which gives you lots of little tips and tricks. If you do enjoy this type of content, please do let me know by smashing a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So this is how the team is going to look as we head into game one. We haven't set any custom tactics or instructions. We're just literally playing with this team as it is. Let's jump into game one. So here we have it then. The opponent's team is looking very nice. Need to be careful of Haaland, Mudryk, Raspadori as well, and Guerrero in the middle. Very, very good. So just sorted out my controller and camera settings. Camera, we get asked all the time, what do we run? We do run 15:10 co-op, which gives us that a little bit more zoomed out. So how are we going to start this game? What are we going to look to do? Well, first of all, I'm going to get an idea of how this opponent wants to play. How aggressive is he in the press? What sort of play style is he going to be looking for? And then when I'm on the ball, because we don't have, the greatest team, I'm basically going to be walking everywhere. You're going to very rarely see me hold sprint. I can hold sprint here because we have green grass to run into. Look for that little ball roll on the inside. And then we'll go through. We'll try and find Lewandowski. Mess up the play lock. Penalty, maybe. He didn't go down. Wow. Oh, chance. Little low driven. Good save, Onana. He didn't go down, which was pretty bonkers, So already a bit ropey defending from him. So we might have that opportunity to just be aggressive inside the 18-yard box. We'll play Haaland offside there with Van Dijk. We'll tap L1. We'll send Lewandowski. And we'll go for that little through ball. Should be able to take a big touch forward. And then the low driven across goal. Bang. So how do we do the low driven there? That's by us tapping the shoot button. Essentially, you need to get 40% or less power. 40% or less power is just under 2 bars. If you look at your power bar, you have 4 bars of power. Obviously, 50% is 2 bars, so 40% just slightly under. So the advice is just tap the shoot button, and then we get that nice. We'll cover that option there. We use second man press by holding R1. You can see that little green icon go above the players' heads. That just means that the AI will go and put some sort of pressure on the ball holder for me, and I can cover off the runs. We did also do a little bit of goalkeeper movement there, where we held the right analog stick in. Oh, just got caught. Where we hold the right analog stick in, and then we move the goalkeeper across. So a good start anyway. We'll tap L1 in the middle, sending that midfielder on that run. Adley, take that big touch. A step from him, he was aggressive again. But ball roll, then look for Ben Yedder. First time shot, low driven. Ooh, just went wide. So that's where I use something called precision shooting, where you have assisted, precision, and manual shooting. I run in between assisted and manual with precision. So basically, where I aim is where the ball goes, and I aim just a little bit too far off. We will make sure we put our controller on for the next game. Just get burnt for pace here. I'll just run back again, using that second man press, trying to cover off those angles. He does drive, which is actually super good from him. He just crossed that through. I went for the offside trap there. Play that through. We've sent Lewandowski on a run, so we'll look for that big triangle through ball. We take a big touch with our right stick to break away. We're looking at the goalkeeper, and then we can just go for that finish. So you could see me glancing down there at the mini-map to see if the goalkeeper was rushing out. If the goalkeeper's rushing out, I'm just going to look to walk past him, maybe go for a ball roll, whatever it may be. Just make it essentially as easy as possible. But because the goalkeeper stays, we just go for one of the most reliable finishes in FC24, which is the shot across your body. So we just went across our body there with that circle. Be on Xbox, and it's super effective. We put a little bit of power behind it. I love that through ball again. I will just take the touch without sprint here just to see what the opponent does. I go bottom of the screen. We'll run forward. Ben Yedder's getting in. Can we take that? He goes for a slide tackle. Super aggressive. We saw that obviously straight away. And then for penalties, what are we looking to do? We're looking to press, obviously, shoot as that green circle gets the smallest. Just there. I go 3 bars of power. I'll aim top right. And bang. So I just push my left analog stick towards the top right there. One of the best things you can do on penalties is press shoot first, then aim with your left analog stick. If you actually aim with your left analog stick first and you say, oh, I want to go to the right, then it means that the opponent can see your head movement, and that is not what you want. Your player will physically look, if you aimed right, your player will look right, and you really don't want to do that. So I'll go for a player lock there where I press both analog sticks in. Again, keep an eye on the mini-map, looking at the goalkeeper. Just take one little touch on the inside. Oh, that is a big save, fair play. So the play lock there, pressing both analog sticks in, then I right stick switch over to Lewandowski and I change his run. You know, when we think about AI on FC24, the attacking runs can be a little bit straight. As Ben Yedder gets through, keep an eye on the goalkeeper. I'll just smash that across goal. Bang, lovely finish again. And that's why the player lock is so crucial. So you see like there, when Ben Yedder made that run, I tapped L1, which means he runs in a straight line. Just like how Lewandowski and Adley are doing here. You know, I sent them on a run by tapping L1 when I point my left stick at them. And they run in that straight line. The player lock can basically mean that you can change that run, you can angle it, or you can also use creative runs, which is where you tap the L1 button and then you flick the right stick the way that you want the player to run. So you see how my skip there has made that run across? You can see those little lines, that's where it goes through. And I'll look for that shot there. It's a good block. I'll just chill here with the right back, Ugar, who's currently playing there. That's something that a lot of lower division players tend to do. You know, they lose the ball and then they want to just press straight away. They want to grab their fullbacks, if that's the closest person, and go and pull them out of position. You just don't need to do that. Unless you're chasing the game, you know, you can be a little bit more passive. You can wait with your fullback specifically. You know, try and pull your centre mids back. Like here, I'm not going to change that fullback. I'm just going to pull back with skip. I'll tap L1, send Lewandowski on a run here into that 18-yard box. Maybe look for a quick step over. It's a really good tackle. Again, just changing to the centre mid, just tracking back. And the opponent basically makes a decision for me. It was a poor pass. I was trying to look in the middle there. Big tackle with circle. Nice. Well done. We'll tap that up. I'll send Ben Yedder on that little run there. He goes in towards the box. Can just use controlled sprint with Lewandowski. And then that finish across goal. Really, really good. Really, really nice. And I think opponent is going to be out of here. Okay, so this opponent did finally leave as we got into that second half. So that is going to give us at 1-0 start, and obviously into that next section of Division 10 as we make our way forward. And our next opponent that we're up against, very similar sort of squad really, nothing too fantastic. Again, what are we looking for when we start these games? I'm trying to get an idea of how the opponent wants to play the game. What are they looking to do? How are they looking to score? How are they looking to defend? Let's see if there's anything that we can capitalize on that. So just constantly player switching here, using that right stick, tapping L1 to change the player closest to the ball when needs be. You can just chill here, use that second man press. Van Dijk will be there. Big block from the right back. Again, just keep covering. He's moving the ball quite efficiently here. We'll go backwards here. Take that touch back towards our own goal. The opponents tend to press where they think the ball is going to go, right? Most people, I call it the knee-jerk reaction. It just took forever to turn there. The knee-jerk reaction where when they win the ball, all they want to do is they want to press past. They want to go forward in the middle. Sometimes just taking that little bit of time on the ball to go backwards towards your own goal, letting the opponent press that next pass, giving yourself a couple yards to then obviously find the pass that you want. Good press there. Good right stick switch to cover that. Lewandowski can turn. Keep an eye on the mini-map. I'll lay that off across. And that is a lovely little finish. Again, just keep an eye on that goalkeeper. Where is the goalkeeper? When we get in on those one-on-ones, trying to remain calm. We always talk about the 3 Ps. Pace, player, position. Pace means, do I have time to sprint? Or do I have to just dribble? Or can I controlled sprint? Player is, do I need to worry about right foot, left foot? You know, if they got a good weak foot. Have I got finesse shot? Have I got Travella? You know, all these sort of things that could play an impact into us finishing. And then we talk about position. The position of the player, like that there. I do that ball roll to basically open it up so I can shoot across body. Keeping things nice and simple. That is exactly what we mean by position. Making it so that your player is in the most favourable position for that type of shot. If you want to go across body, making it so that you're essentially kind of straight onto the goal with a little bit of an angle. You know, if you were wanting to go for a finesse, for example, think more about like bend it like Beckham. You want to almost be facing the corner flag. If you're trying to finesse centrally, it still can work, but that little bit more of an angle on a finesse will certainly do you some good. Really good finish there. I did move the goalkeeper with the right stick, but unfortunately, Herrero, too much power on it. Good finish. So from kickoff, we always make sure we go out towards our fullback. We let players get into that position. Terrible first time pass. And we just take our time. So many people just try to run through from kickoff and they end up losing the ball. And you have to think about, well, if we turn the ball over 10 times a game, how many missed opportunities have we had? You want to try and limit the amount of times that you turn the ball over. Try and go into that near post there. Little heel to heel. No. I just got my heel to heel wrong ever so slightly. That all started from a dribble. Oh, hello. Hello. Can I? Lovely. Massive mistake from the opponent. That all started from a driven pass into my striker Ben Yedder. So I used R1X, RB8 on Xbox. And that's where we are looking to beat the midfield. We want to get up against that defense by using that driven pass. When the lane is open, sometimes playing those driven passes can be more beneficial because they travel with more speed. And especially if a player that you're playing that pass with has the pinged pass playstyle. That's where it can make it really, really good. Can I go for that through ball? That is a great step there, by the way. I'm in trouble because my right back's out of position. Big tackle. Yeah. See, I press circle there. That's something as well that we always talk about. If you want to tackle, you want to take the ball, make sure that we actually press the tackle button. So many people don't do that. Little ball roll. And then can we go across goal? We can. Lovely finish. A green time finish as well. I ball rolled there to just change the angle of the pass with Ben Yedder to make it nice and favourable for me. If we just take a look at it, so you can see how I'm breaking away, breaking away, breaking away. If I try and play that through ball now, it's got to go round Herrero into that sort of gap there. And I don't want that. So if I ball roll, it then just means Herrero is going to go flying past me. See ya. And then it's just a simple pass. It's really not difficult. And then as I got in, I went for that cross body. Lewandowski decided to Travella it, obviously. And a green time finish as well just means that we're ensuring we get the best possible chance to find the back of the net. How do we green time finish? Well, that's something that we will touch on a lot throughout this series. It's where you press the shoot button and then you press the shoot button again just as your player is about to strike the ball. My best advice for timed finishing, if it is something that you want to bring into your game, is first of all, watch my in-depth video on how to do it and then go into something called practice scenarios in skill games. And that will make it so much better for you. Almost a rinse and repeat there. A same sort of goal. And a really good finish. You know, we get clinical inside that 18-yard box when the chance arises. And the opponent is out there as well, which is a Brucey bonus. GG's to them. Another win on the board. So that puts us at the halfway checkpoint of Division 10. And I think if we win our next game, because we'll get the hot streak, we will get promoted to Division 9 as well. Into the next one. Jordi Alba at left back. Decent little players. Haaland as well, obviously being a danger. Danger, man. All right, let's play. And let's see what we can get going. With that tackle there. See how like that? You know, I spoke in that last game about how I don't like giving the ball away from kickoff. He's now just giving me essentially a free attack. Little triangle ball there. Lewandowski. Ball roll. Pass it back. Go for that finish across goal. Here, this player losing the ball there from kickoff hasn't gifted me a goal because obviously there's so much work that I have to do, right? But this here is like Haaland's got to try and take on the world. Sometimes it will work, like this one. He manages to kind of get through. But the majority of the times it won't. And that turnover of the ball for me is just not acceptable. You want to make sure that when you're turning the ball over, you want it to be basically you're turning the ball over in that final third. We sent Ben Yedder on a run there. That tap of L1 again. Because if you give the ball away in here, it's fine. You're in a good position. You're in the final third. You know, this is where you've got to be creative. You've got to trust your own sort of instinct. I was going to go forward there, but I kind of bailed out on that pass. I'll drive here in towards the byline if I can. Little double tap pass. Ooh. Sometimes little double tap passes can be, what we say, a little bit cheesy. They kind of force their way through at times compared to some other ground passes. Just moving the ball around now. Trying to find Lewandowski. Lay that one off. Top of screen. Oh, is he on? Nah, he's off. Okay. See what we can do then. I should win that, right? Yeah. Tap L1, send Ben Yedder. That is a crunching tackle from the centre back. I'm actually not too sure whether that was a foul, really. So what we'll do here is we'll tap L2, we'll tap R1, and then what you'll see here is you can do like R1, square and X, and that will send that player on. L2 square and X, and that will send that player on, and then we can pass the ball directly into whoever we want. Ben Yedder's there. We'll look for that cross goal. And that is a lovely, well-worked opportunity. Just things like that. If you can add them into your game to confuse the opponent, you know, you've got to track multiple runners. You've got to worry about whether the free kick's being direct. You know, all these things that can kind of play an impact. Good step. Will certainly make a difference. Go near post. Oh, it's a big challenge, you know. It's a big, big challenge. Good read there, though. We'll lay that through. Can we find Lewandowski? One more to Ben Yedder. And then we'll look for the nice feet. And that should be a finish. It is. It's Lewandowski with the green time finish. So I just used the player at the bottom of the screen there as bait, really, more than anything. So you can see how when I fizz this ball in, I'm moving it quick, change your tempo, which is good. When I turn here, I'm using these two players, Adley and a Jork, the number 9, as bait. So now I turn back up with just left stick dribble, no sprint, nothing else. And then it means that that player's trying to think, oh, he's going to play that across, especially when you think, what did I do here? I played it across. I played it across. So here, you might expect me to do the same. No, I'm going to do something different now. I'm going to keep you guessing, and it just opens up on that angle and gives it. It's rash defending from the opponent. You know, that sort of thing won't work at the higher levels. I see subs off the goalkeeper. I'm not sure the goalkeeper is the problem here, my friend. We'll just use that second man press for the left centre back. Tell you what, that's a big drive, you know. That is an interesting turn back. Wow. Good save. The big touch is on the turn. This is the thing, right? When you make your way through these lower divisions, players do things very differently. You know, that sort of stuff there you wouldn't see again at the higher level, but it can work. Tap R1, bring that player short, the Jork, just to give us that option. Now we're tapping R1, we're sending him on that run. Kind of messed up my play a lot there. I wanted to get into a Jork, but I right 6 switch wrong. My left back's out of position now, so I had to be careful of that, which is why I was a bit aggressive with the Jork there. Big tackle with circle. Nice. You can go straight forward here. Tap that. Again, just trying to trigger these runners. R1X for that driven pass. We'll go there. And then we should be able to finish. Beautiful. So again, just using angles on our favour there. When we took that touchdown with the Jork, it's like, okay, you know, that's where he's going to go. No, we're just going to let go of sprint. We're going to left stick dribble. And we're going to play into where the ankles are favourable for us. We'll ball roll here and probably look for a finesse. I'll tell you what, he's bringing the keeper out. So we just walk it past him. And that is game, set, match 1. I wasn't expecting the keeper to come out there. We will get through these divisions very quickly and get into some more competitive games. But it kind of does give us the example of what players are doing wrong in Division 10. You know, these sort of players are diving in recklessly, are getting frustrated. I understand it's difficult. Obviously, when you're playing against someone that is, you know, so much better than them, it will make things a little bit difficult. But there are certainly things that, you know, we can learn from that and the opponents can improve on as well. So let me know down below in the comments what you learned from this first division climb. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.